Well, Chief Noel Hardin from Asotin County and I are here to celebrate the signing of House Bill 1498, a bill that we have worked on for years to get an assurance fund put together for local fire districts so that they can fly aviation assets on initial attack of a wildfire. Now, this is an exciting day for us. We've had a lot of conversations over the years.
It really is an exciting day, and I appreciate all the work that you've put into it. It's been a long time coming, 7 years in the making, and we finally get to see it happen today with the governor.
It is going to make a world of difference. Tell me about how you think this bill is going to work for you.
You know, really for fire districts across the state, it's going to help us not only in safety and environment, but just funding in general. We're going to be able to call these assets right out of the gate and keep these fires small, and that's really the goal, is to keep them small, and it'll save, hopefully, us money and the state money too.
Right, and it's also going to save a lot of risk as far as lives, property, save a lot of the trees and forest and rangelands that we value so much.
Yeah, that's really been the goal from the get-go. When we talked 7 years ago, I said, look, we need to find this gap-type funding. State mobilization is a great program, and this is going to help lead into that.
Yeah, I'm excited about the fact that we may be able to prevent a lot of fires from ever seeing state mobilization.
You know, especially for smaller fire districts in the state, it's been one of these programs that we wanted to put together because we as small fire districts in eastern Washington, we have to kind of gauge on, can we afford these air assets? And now we're not going to have to worry about that. Do we spend money in the fire district for the equipment that we need and the firefighters, or do we spend it on air assets? And so now with this funding from the state, we're going to be able to not have to question that and just be able to do the things that we need to do.
And a lot of times for the worry of the landowners, the farmers and the ranchers out there, knowing that you guys are going to have an effective tool in your box that we can actually get on those fires before they get out of hand, that brings us a lot of security too, knowing that we're going to have our forests, we're going to have our farmlands, and they're not going to be burning.
And that's really fortunate, especially in our area where we have water nearby, we have the rivers, lakes, streams nearby, and being able to call those air resources in, along with all of the ground crews together, working together. Again, the goal is to keep them small.
And your team, you've had a lot of fires that you've used the local aviation resources, Leading Edge and others that come in. You use them when you can.
We have 3 local contractors in our area in the Asotin County, Lewis-Clark Valley area, and we have used them through the years. Again, we call them out of the gate, and by doing that, by calling them right in that incipient stage, when the lightning storm comes through and there's a fire up on the hillside, when we're able to call in those helicopters and the airplanes to be able to hit it on the hillside, then we can surround and drown it. And that's, again, the goal. Throw as much out as we can right out.
Right, and it gets the crews out to a safer fire to do mop-up then.
And that's exactly right. And we've seen these, you know, when we have big winds, it'll pick this fire up and run with it. And if we can stop it before it takes off through rangeland, pasture land, wheat fields, whatever.
And into the DNR and state lands as well.
That's exactly right. And it's going to marry together with all of those agencies.
Well, I think we've needed to shore up the frontline resources for a long time. You guys are the front line, and you deserve the respect and thanks from all our communities for what you do. We really appreciate you.
Well, and we appreciate what you've done for firefighting in the state of Washington.
Well, thank you.